Good morning, Coach Craig here. Today I want to talk about this fight, flight, freeze misnomer. And I don't recall who I heard this from, but I thought it was very wise. There is fight and there is flight, but what freeze really is oscillating between the two. It's an indecisive state where you are paralyzed to choose and commit to one of those options. And in the same way, there's a situation that happens when a builder becomes successful and the craft that you have constructed and been capable of creating systems for in order to distribute to the marketplace becomes an engagement, an entrapment. And so there's oftentimes this sensation of like, well, I guess I'm just going to stay trapped in these systems that I created, or I'm just going to burn the whole thing down. Like, forget it. I'm not going to do this anymore. And the sensation that happens to you, sort of the phrase that's going on in your mind is, I don't want to do this shit anymore. And as a very, very different sensation than what got you started in the first place. And what got you started in the first place was this energy, this motivation to be like, wow, there's so much potential here. There's so many options for me to be able to move forward in so many different paths. And so going back to the fight, flight, freeze analogy, in the same way, if you've been engaging in your business for a while, you've had some success, and you're in that state where you're just feeling like there's only two options. You're like, I'm just going to stay entrapped in the systems that I created, or I'm going to, throw this whole thing in the dumpster. You might be vacillating, sort of frozen in between those two options. And so there's a couple of ways out. And I coach entrepreneurs through this. I have a course for this, which is part of my energy architecture series. And the course is called Campfires and Vampires. I'll put a link as soon as it's available. And the idea is that you don't really only have two options. And oftentimes when we're in this binary situation, we're not really thinking of it as intellectually as a binary situation, but it's just a sensation of feeling trapped. And so on the one hand, you've created these systems in order to be able to mechanize your business, which is great. And that's the entrepreneurial operator side of who you need to be in order to engage in business. But the artist in you is bucking at that. It's pushing against those walls. And so rather than feeling like that's your only option, what I do in Campfires and Vampires is we create an energy map and we identify the things that still light you up on a daily basis and double down on those. And the things that are draining you, we work to starve those things and to slay those vampires. So the campfires are the things that energize you. The vampires are the things that suck all the life out of you. And so that's on the one side. And widening your options, like just doing a brainstorm session and going, look, I know that I think that I need to just continue to engage in this system, but is there a hybrid approach? Is there a new approach? Is there something that I did before that I can rekindle? And so just widening your options through a brainstorming session can oftentimes be tremendously energizing. But that might get you out of that binary thinking where you're just sort of like, I'm stuck here. And then burning it all down is like, well, maybe that's, instead of burning it down, maybe you need to take more time on the things that you really enjoy and find a partner for the things you don't enjoy and learn to let go a little bit of the things that you don't like to do, because the cost is high, right? if you're going to just do it all yourself, you have to be willing to pay the price. And the price can be in this sensation of entrapment and feeling like, I'm stuck. So if you're not willing to pay that price, it doesn't mean you have to completely burn it down. It might just mean you need to find someone that you trust, that you can partner with, where it's their joy to do those things that are your toil. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. Coach Craig out.